Welcome back to my video review of Will Smith, The Best Shape of My Life. I go through and review all episodes of his journey to trying to lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks. What I do is I go over what went wrong and what went right. And in this episode, it's called Destruction. This is the episode that he actually gives up. So let us begin, and I'll interject as we go through.
Hey, Will, it's Danny. The publisher's called again. We've tried everything. It's a hard no on pushing the book to next year. I'm sorry. Call me.
Yeah, that's gonna need stitches.
Okay, the first stop I'm going to make here is on his friend Scotty, who you just saw had got injured. Well, you saw it on episode number 3. And if you haven't seen the other 3 episodes, they're all linked below so you can catch up on my review of what went wrong on those episodes. When it comes to Scotty, his friend, getting injured, imagine if it would have been Will throughout this process, and if he would have gotten injured like Scotty did and needed 28 stitches. He wouldn't be able to continue to work out the way he's trying to work out, because you've seen in the other episodes how hard Will Smith is working out to get into the best shape of his life. And this is what's so great about the way that I teach how to do it, is you don't need to worry that if you are incapacitated with one hand with 28 stitches that you won't be able to continue your weight loss. And this is something that's important for you all to understand, is that you don't need to be able-bodied in order to lose weight, okay?
Where's Scotty when you need him? He's eating some crap he shouldn't be eating. He's having a fabulous Chardonnay.
Okay, so now in this one, you see how Will is fantasizing about what Scotty, his friend, is probably eating or drinking right now, because Scotty has an excuse, because he has 28 stitches in his hand, that he's not continuing this weight loss process. But the reality is that that's misinformation for you guys out there to know. You don't have to give up Chardonnay. You don't have to give up eating things that you love to eat in order to lose weight. That is outdated information based on deprivation, and that is not the way to weight loss.
Everybody here is in better shape than me. I need somebody that I'm a little bit better than. What was my weight last week? So we can get this shit over with. I'm supposed to be 205 when I step on this scale for a pound a week. I don't know how many weeks it's gonna take before old boy get his shit together. That's good. Let's see what I'm gonna be though. Figured it was an up week. God damn it. It's terrible. I've been doing this stupid crap, and I don't care what I weigh today.
So now you hear Will say that he doesn't care about what he weighs today. But you heard him say in the beginning he's supposed to be, quote unquote, 205 pounds on this 15th week. And of course, he gets really upset, and you can see him get upset that he's up in weight rather than down to the 205. But here's what he's failing to see. I just want to go back to when he took off that jacket. Take a good look at his body right here. How many of you men, and I want you to comment below, how many of you men would love to look like that and be really happy to look like the way he looks right there? He even has a little bit of a man shelf starting to develop here. But yet, look at how upset he is throughout this process, and he's not seeing, like I would say, the glass is half full, rather than he's looking at it as the glass is half empty. In my opinion, he looks damn good for anybody, any age. And when it comes to this, it's sad to see that his focus is so much on the wrong thing, and that is focused on the scale. What he should have done, and you've heard me say this in the previous episodes, they should have just measured his waistline. And that should have been something he should be focused on, not on the number on the scale.
All right, so that's the first horrendous week, Jazz.
So what are the numbers that he was up by?
The weight was up 0.8 of a pound, so
It's almost a pound. He had a lot that he was sort of working with this week.
Oh, Will, can you stand over here? Can you do this?
You can speed up a little, Will?
There were sporadic workouts. We didn't do them every day. You know, we can't afford to do that with the time frame we're on either.
That was a bad week.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot to mention on the photo of his back. A lot of us, when we gain weight, we not only have it in the front of us, we have what we call back fat. And I'm taking a look at his back and it looks fantastic. I don't see rolls that he had. He had creases before, and I think he had almost 2 creases in the back when he first started. So he's not again looking at how far he's come throughout this process. Instead, he's feeling dejected, he's irritated, he looks angry at himself. And even to the point where he said he wishes that there was somebody on his team that looked worse than he did so that he could feel better about himself. And that's kind of sad that you want to be around fat people just so that you can feel better about yourself. And it's kind of sad just to see him so focused on the wrong thing and for it to cause him so much pain and turmoil inside. But again, the good news is my favorite person is coming up, Dr. Ramani, who pinpoints exactly the problem.
So this week is going to be ridiculous. 5:15, wake up, weigh in, run,
Then come back, right down.
then I'm into the bag,
The first workout.
and a second workout.
Do a finisher just to blow it out.
Then I've been doing the writing session.
I get it. Luke's done.
It's 4:27 a.m.
Now we're going running.
Just pacing for tomorrow.
Come back. And then going to shoot things to make a show. Training. I only got 4 hours and 28 minutes of sleep.
We're good to go? Ready? Get a cold plunge out.
I don't know where I'm going with this. This whole shit is stupid.
Will is somebody who has been so rewarded by the world for putting his head down and grinding and getting the win. The first thing I think as a psychologist in his presence is, how the heck does this guy cope when he's not winning?
So now my favorite person, Dr. Ramani, the only one on the team not giving outdated information. She says that she wonders how Will copes when he's not winning. People who have dieted before, how do you cope when you feel that you failed at your diet? More than likely, people who get to that feeling then end up either binging or giving up altogether. And neither of those two serve you into losing weight, which is why, in the first place, you don't choose a method to lose weight that is not easy and sustainable for you to maintain. That's the first bit of information you need to understand so you don't go down the path of what you see out all over the internet of either weight loss or fitness industry people trying to tell you that you need their product in order to get through the tough times, or you need their product in order to help you through the willpower. The whole point of what I'm trying to do here in reviewing this entire series is to get you all to understand that if you want to lose weight, don't make it hard for yourself. The whole point I want to get across to you is that it doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be hard for you to do. It can be sustainable, but not in the way that you see here on what's going on throughout these episodes.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
Good, you ready?
Oh, man, this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a mess.
Yeah, so we've organised a 5K race. It's at night time, and he really wants that under 25-minute goal.
This is going to be awful.
So we're going to really work on his mile time to see how close that he can get to that goal.
We're just setting a number today to beat later. This is just the first time, and we're not competing with each other. That's the thing. This is not about competition.
But I'm going to beat you.
Again, I forgot to introduce myself when I started this video. My name is Janina Soto, and I'm a coach for weight loss. And I specialize in people who are addicted to sugar. So more on that at the end of this video.
All right, so we start over there.
Yeah. There is a line 9 meters back from that. That's where you'll start. And then the laps go in.
All right, so this is, you kind of need to see your lap time to know if you need to go up or down, right?
This is just for show.
Oh, this is here for show. Okay.
The guy brought it out. He's like, I don't think it has a timer setting. It's just a clock. So.
Wait, so there's no timer?
So there's no timer. This is what he said.
It's aesthetically pleasing.
What we could try and do is maybe put it at 0000 and then click it every time.
When I was maybe 10 years old, Daddy-O sent me to buy cigarettes. So I ran down the street like any soldier would have done. On my way back, I ran into David and Danny Brandon, who had just gotten this weird new thing called a Nerf football. Jez, this was supposed to be worked out before we were on camera.
We should have Amazon ordered one. Well, we'll do that for your better time. Next time.
This is ridiculous.
I got lost in the ingenuity of this extraordinary object. Suddenly, I turn and my stomach drops. Daddy-O striding up the middle of the street right at me. What the hell are you doing? When I send you on a mission, there are two possibilities. One, you complete the mission. Or two, you are dead. You've never gotten one of these, Jazz, but you are killing me. You are killing me. Daddy-O grabbed me by the back of my neck and dragged me home. Most of the times I got hit during my childhood, I didn't think I'd earned it. I didn't think I deserved a whooping for that.
So let's turn this story about his father sending Will on a mission to pick up cigarettes and his friends having that Nerf football. Think of it as when you're on a diet, that your mission is to go on a diet to lose weight. And the Nerf football situation with your friends is maybe getting invited while you're on a diet to a Monday night football party. That is something that happens when people are trying to lose weight and they feel that they fall off the wagon because of one night that they go out and want to enjoy themselves. So they feel that they have to give up on their diet plans because they screwed up for one night. Well, the reality is you don't have to give up on a Monday night football party and giving up on partaking in the wings and the nachos and the beer, the chips and the salsa. You can enjoy all of that when you know how to lose weight the easy way, the sustainable way. And this is what's so important here is people that are misinformed think that you can't enjoy a Monday night football party and partake in the eating while still on a path to lose the belly fat. And that's something I will talk more at the end of this video, but let's continue with this review.
All of this is supposed to be set before we step in and start rolling. Yeah. And we're not supposed to step in and start rolling if you haven't figured out how it works.
Okay, so what if we did a timer on a phone that's...
You don't bring a film crew and everything, Jazz, if you don't have everything set up.
Well, we were told there was going to be one.
Somebody like Will is so relentlessly focused on achieving all of his goals, and so he doesn't consider his limits, whether it's fitness or his book or even filming this show. But the more a person is stretched, sooner or later, they snap.
That was so perfectly stated by Dr. Romani. The more a person is stretched, sooner or later they will snap. And that's what I want you to think of when you go on a diet. It's like a rubber band. If you pull on a rubber band, what happens eventually when you pull it too far? Eventually it'll snap back. And that's what happens to people who go on these extreme diets. And one of them I'm going to bring up is Whole30. I don't know if any of you out there have heard of it, but a cousin of mine mentioned it to me and I thought, oh my God, that is so freaking crazy. I don't know who's going to do Whole30. But then right now, the other one, keto. In my opinion, when people bring up keto, that's complicated. I think that's what the K stands for phonetically, is keto is complicated. So when I hear people say, oh, I'm doing keto or I'm doing Whole30, I'm like, good luck with that one, you know. Let's see how long you'll keep that one up. So remember, people, think of a diet as a rubber band. It's not going to be something sustainable because you can't pull on a rubber band forever and not expect for it to snap back at you. And because it's not sustainable, it's not your fault when you give up on it because it's being realistic, because we have to live in this world where we enjoy life. And if we're not enjoying ourselves, how long do you really think you're going to keep something like that up? We just passed the holidays. How many of you out there would have been able to go on your Whole30 or your keto diet November and December when everybody's getting together for the holidays and enjoying all the sweets and enjoying all the food at family gatherings? And this is why the way I teach people on how to lose weight sustainably involves a method that you can do during the times when you're enjoying your family dinners, when you're enjoying your family get-togethers and the holidays. So you don't have to wait till January 1st. You don't have to wait till a Monday to start your diet. So I'm glad that Dr. Ramani is on board, because she's giving some great insight that you should all be listening to.
Let's go to another document. Writing this book is a beautiful, collaborative, creative process. I want our son to have a normal life, Shabri said. I don't want him bouncing around from city to city, set to set, with no stability. But it's also emotionally draining, bordering on excruciating. I've run into this multiple times, and it's harsh, and nobody wants to hear it. I am an entertainer, and I learned to entertain for my survival. And I will not give it up for anybody or anything.
Hey, Will, I know you have a shoot tomorrow, but I really want to get the latest pages over to the publishers tonight if we can.
How you feeling?
Huh?
How you feeling?
I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
I think the expectations around the show and what it was and how it was to be is really affecting his energy. I understand that you've got to entertain people, but at the same time, you just don't want to detract from what it is you're doing.
Uncle Fluffy was born as my strategic childhood persona. If I was funny enough, sweet enough, harmless enough, entertaining enough, then I wouldn't be hurt.
How are you, sir? How are you? Pleasure. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm ready.
First, you need to tell your.
Now, I had to make a stop here on this picture here of Dex. I don't know what Dex does or how he lives his life. I'd be interested on doing a video on him, because he looks fantastic. He looks phenomenal. And I wanted to mention it in other videos before, but nonetheless, I will try to figure out what this guy is doing, because he looks phenomenal.
Yes, exactly. First up.
Fluffy wants to be approved of. It's the only safety he can conceive.
I think I'm gonna work in hospitality in Dubai. Certainly not gonna be a cop. I could tell from the first observation.
But Uncle Fluffy is masking my true feelings.
So the plan is to do a practice run. Let Will get comfortable with all this, and then do one more. It's official and timed.
Push yourself. Push yourself. See?
Open your legs and push yourself.
Yes. Okay. Again. Again.
Yeah, this is harder than I thought. I can tell this is going to be terrible.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Slowly, slowly. Okay. Good job.
Yeah.
But here.
That's terrible. Yeah, you got. I feel it.
Okay. Take a little bit breath, because this is a little bit tough.
Okay.
Breathe.
Look, can I just step? Just, and then push your leg over.
Okay. Sit. Touch yellow.
Okay. Touch yellow. And then
Just go down slowly. Nice. Good job.
okay.
Perfect.
All right. This is my one time around. This is my time, so I hope somebody's timing it right now, because this is going to be what my timing is. I got you. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh,
Shit.
okay, good job.
There's no version that we're doing this again.
You okay, Will?
I'm done. I'm done.
What's going on? Oh man, he's looking pretty tired.
All right, we're good? No, but if you're done. Yeah, I think we're good. It's 100 degrees right now, so we're gonna run a 5K in 100 degrees at 8 o'clock at night. I want to sub 25 ultimately. That was my goal for the end of the training thing, to sub 25. I didn't get the training in that I should have got in, and I didn't eat right.
Will didn't show up this morning. You know, we're here making the best of it, shooting some B-roll stuff. Obviously, the idea was to shoot him, but we roll with the punches out here, especially on this journey.
What'd you just say?
No gym today.
Is that what he just said?
Yeah, they just said.
What gets me here is that Will doesn't show up to the next day's workout and people are surprised. He just ran a 5K the night before in a 100-degree temperature. So it just boggles my mind that the common sense factor is missing from a lot of the people in this group.
How many times has he canceled? Like how many times has he canceled workouts for the show?
I think this week's different. I think a lot of the times, like, he's been monitoring, his fatigue.
Right.
And so, like, there's a bit of wisdom in, taking rest days here and there, because we can, flip the schedule in terms of the days off. But this week, it's not about that.
Ready?
I stay ready, so I don't have to get ready, Dex.
You got it?
Do I need to be higher for that light, or we're good here? I'm good down here? All right. Am I looking at you, or am I looking down the barrel?
Down the barrel.
All right.
What are the tensions you're feeling?
Tensions?
Dramas.
The lead tension for me is the book. I'm writing my book, I'm writing my memoir. There's a deadline, and it's like exposing my life and so many things that people don't know about me. So I think on a daily, the emotional exhaustion of mining those, sometimes traumatic experiences from my childhood and from my life in general, emoting in that way really saps my energy.
What's coming up for you that's not physical?
I don't want to do any of this. I'm finished with this project in my mind. The use of this time right here is not valuable to me. It goes against what I want to be doing. It goes against coming in at the weight, and it goes against what the whole point is. And I'm really done with all of this.
Okay, Will's situation here, where he's talking about how stressful writing this book is while trying to get in the best shape of his life, is causing a problem. I want you all to remember that this is what happens for everyday people who are trying to diet. When they start a diet, life ends up happening where situations come up, either with yourself or with your family or with your work. There's always going to be something. So trying to do a very difficult diet and exercise plan in order to lose weight is going to falter when situations of real life come up. And this is why when you're trying to lose weight, you shouldn't be doing it in a way that's so damn difficult that you cannot do anything else but that. And so it's great that Will is saying, I'm done with this. I am done trying to do this, because it's ridiculous to try to do that while he's trying to write the book. So at least he's come to his senses.
And I don't want shooting it to get in the way. And we blew it. We missed it. It's over, and we got to stop, and I'm ready to stop. I'm finished with the best shape of my life. I want to get in the best shape of my life, and I don't want shooting the best shape of my life to get in the way of me getting in the best shape of my life.
Okay, we're done. Let's pack it up.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Okay, so here's what ends up happening to a person who chooses a method of losing weight that is not sustainable. Will did not fail in week 15 here by giving up on this process. It's the process that failed Will. It's not a sustainable method to lose the belly fat. Now, there are more episodes to review after this, because this isn't really over for Will, and I will review those. So be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Goodbye Gut. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, like and follow my Facebook page, Goodbye Belly Fat. But if you would like to lose weight in a safe, sustainable, and easy way and get healthier in the long run, then here's what I have for you. I've set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you about your particular situation. Just go to goodbyegut.com/talk, and on that page, you will see my calendar. Pick a day and a time that works best for you, and I'll give you a call. And on that call, it'll be about 45 minutes, and we'll take a deep dive into your particular situation. And on that call, I will give you the 5-step process that you need to do in order to lose weight in a simple, easy, sustainable method and get healthier in the long run. Now, the call is free, and you're probably wondering, why would I spend 45 minutes talking to anybody about how to lose the weight? Well, because you're going to need somebody to walk you through that 5-step process. And I would hope that you would hire me to walk you through that process successfully. But if you don't, that's okay too. At least when you're on this call, you will end up getting that 5-step process, and you will know what to do in order to reach your weight loss goals. So I look forward to talking to you on the other side at goodbyegut.com/talk. If you're on YouTube, you may see a link below this video, and I'll catch you on the next episode.